Hello guys, welcome back. This is David here at Casino Quest. And again, if you're on your own journey to be a dealer, cqdealers.com, or if you need some dealer kits, it's shopcasinoquest.com, but right to the class. So today is going to be a bit of an interesting class. It's going to be a deep, probative lesson for those of you out there, and I would recommend this is not going to be for the faint of heart. This is for those of you who are a little more advanced, looking to understand the bets a little better, and the relationships between the numbers. So interestingly, when we teach dealers, we either have to go with the math or we have to go with colors and units. When you start, obviously the math is important. On the 4 and 10, place bets paid $9 for every 5, $7 on the 9, 7 to 5, 7 to 6, and so forth and so on. But as we scale up, it's important that we know colors and units, and I'm going to show you how important this can be. So in order to be a higher level dealer, or even to understand bets at scale, you have to go with the colors and units because the math gets really hard. So unless you're a fantastic brain, which some of you out there are, you kind of get lost. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 4s and 10. This is not going to be a lesson about the 4s and 10s. What are the 4s and 10s? The 4s and 10s pay 9 to 5, or on automatic buys, it pays 2 to 1 minus a 5% commission all the way up. We could talk about the 4s and 10s all day, but we don't want to today. We're going to talk about the inside numbers, 5, 6, 8, and 9. And I'm going to show you why. For the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to move the puck here onto the 4, and then we're now going to discuss how to break down these bets. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick progression, and I'm going to show you the relationships or show you how these numbers press. And the first thing we're going to do is press a unit, and I recommend this drill for those of you at home. So what you want to do is you want to go up every unit. The reason why is because we're going to start identifying the 8 and 9. We're going to make a connection where the 8 and 9 is. So right now we have $5 on the 9, $6 on the 8, right? It's the same bet. They both pay $7. The cap on the 8 is $1, okay? So it's a $6 bet, so the number of units of 6 is 1. The bet plus the cap is the payoff. So you see where here is 6, so 6 plus the cap is the payoff, and we're going to get back to all this, all right? I jumped ahead of myself a little bit, but here it is, there's 6. Now, why are we only going to deal with the 8 and 9? Because they're closest to me. I'm going to take down the 5 and the 6, because we know the 8 and the 6 are the same, and the 5 and the 9 the same, okay? So first I'm going to do a very fast progression on the 9, and then I'm going to do another fast progression on the 8, okay? So $5 9, press, goes to $10. A $10 9 is going to pay $14. We're going to press it 1 unit, okay? $9 change. 9 going up, 1 unit is good. $15 9 is going to pay 21. Press to 20, $16 change. $20 9 is going to pay, we have 4 units of 5, pays 4 units of 7, it's going to pay $28. And here we're going to go to $25, okay? $25 9 is going to pay $35. We're just going to press it $5, okay? Hand off $30 change. A $30 9 is going to pay 35 and 7, or $42. We're going to go to 35, okay? Let me clean this up as I go. Okay, next up, $35 is going to pay $49. Now another reason we like practicing this is because you're practicing picking all the checks and stamping out your bets onto the come, okay? So it's a very useful skill. Remember, the better your skills are with the checks themselves, the easier your day is as a crap dealer. So you don't want to go out there and be confronted by lots of checks and not have the hand agility to work it out. Okay, 35 is going to pay 49. We're going to go to $40. We're going to press it up 1 nickel. Okay, a $40 9 is 8 units of 5, which pays 8 units of 7, which is $56. Okay, so 40. Next, we're going to press it up 1 nickel. Okay, now we have $45. It's going to pay $63, and now we're going to go to $50. Okay, all right. Now we're going to go up in the 8. Now watch closely because I'm going to do the pressing moves as well. Make this really easy. Anytime we press on the 8, we want to try and hand off the cap. Okay, if we can see the cap, we can hand off the cap, and now we go to 12. All right, 12 is going to pay 14. This move is called pick one, leave one. Pick one, leave one, and bam, we can stack it up. When we cut out the 21, we're at 18 now, we cut out the 21, cut out the 21 here, move the $3 forward onto, because now you have 24, and hand off the bet, it's $15 change. On the next one, it pays, we have $24, 4 units of 6, pays 4 units of 7. We're gonna overpay, here's 30 for 2. Remember, this is the player's money, so 30 for 2, bam, we have a $30 8. $30 8 is going to pay 35. We're going to ask the player for $1. Check this out. We have everything we need in the come. We can just hand off the bet. There's $36. Okay. The next bet's going to pay 42. 36 plus 6 goes to 42. We have it all right here in the come, and we start building in the come, which, by the way, is another skill to have as we get to scale. And once we get to my Dice Master course or Dice Master lessons, you guys will see how important it is whenever possible to build the bet in the come, especially place bets, because normally you have more checks, and oftentimes you can just sort of put it out there, build it, and make it work. Okay, now we have $42, which is going to pay $49. So here's what we're going to do. Here's 45, 49. Now watch, we have the 3 here, the reds on the greens, and that gives us the 48 that we need to go up one more unit. 48 is going to pay $56, and 48 plus 6 is going to go to 54. So we're going to grab 3 off of here, put that onto the green, and bam, hand off the change. We have everything we need. 54 is going to be 63. We're going to overpay it. We're going to go 65 for 2. And then we're going to hand off everything but the 60 we need to go on to the 8, okay? Now, what do we have here? We have relationships, all right? What I tell everybody is if you know what's on the 8 and what's on the 9 are the same, okay? So $60 8 is the same as a $50 9. You know every single inside bet there is. Every single inside bet. There's no inside bet that you can't figure out. There's no inside bet that you can't work out, because let's look at it this way. If you have a $90 8, there's a few ways to pay this bet, right? You have a $15 cap, which you can clearly see right here. You know it's a $15 cap because you know what a $60  8 is and a $30 8, okay? $60 8 has a $10 cap. $30 8 has a $5 cap. So you know it's a $15 cap. You could follow the caps up without doing a whole lot of math. All right. For those of you that are really good at math, you could have divided this number by 6 and come up with $15. But for those of you not so good at math, you could just follow the caps up. So here you're at the end of the day, you're dealing with a lot of customers. The bet plus the cap is the payoff. 90 plus the 15, 105. It's that simple, right? Okay. Now, let's say we have a bet like a little more complicated bet. Let's go with the 102s. Okay, the 102s. So what's a 102? A 102 is a 90 and a 12, right? That's 102. We have a $15 cap here and a $2 cap here. We have a $17 cap. Real easy to add that to the 102. 102 plus 17 is 119, and that's your payoff. All right? Now that we know the caps, or at least we're more comfortable understanding what I'm trying to teach here, we're going to show you the relationships between the 8 and the 9, okay? Or for that matter, 6 and 8, and the 5 and 9. Because once we understand the relationship, it's going to make the lays, it's going to make dealing with and managing all the bets associated with the inside numbers so very easy, okay? So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to break this down real easy, okay? And we're just going to go with a $30 8. And what does that equal on the 9? It equals $25, all right? Now, here's a basic rule to understand. Remember, when we're doing lays, for example, every 6 on the 8 is going to pay you 5, okay? So that means what's under the cap is what the lay pays. Or what's the 5 unit? It's right here on the 9. A $30 no 8 is going to pay $25 on the 9. So here's what I do. First, I move this bet onto a place bet. Let's say, for example, all right, well, I need to explain this real quick. Let's say someone says, hey, David, give me a $30 no 8. I'm like, absolutely. Let me go ahead and put it here, and let me figure out what I'm going to, first, whether it's a good bet, Second, what I'm going to charge you if I have to charge you, right? And then what it pays, okay? So the first rule of thumb is this lay